Yo, Kelly Village TV. July 3rd, 2011 sees the first ever Red Bull Flugtag in Trinidad. Not only Trinidad, but the Caribbean. Yes, the Caribbean. These guys here are building the craft to enter into the competition. So we're going to interview them, see what's going on. This is Naren from Zor's. He's part of the team. He's going to introduce the team and himself. Go.
Hi Eric, and welcome Kelly Village KVTV viewers. We're here at our Red Bull Flugtag build. Now Flugtag in German means flying day. So this is a competition where you get to build your own plane, and it has to be completely human powered. So we've got actually a few different teams building this same plane. We've got the flying team, which is 4 people to actually push the plane, and we've got 1 person who's going to be the real pilot. We've also got a build team, and the build team is responsible for actually putting the entire plane together and designing the plane. Now, lots of people do the Flugtag just for fun. We are actually building a Flugtag right here in Kelly Village to break the world record. The world record currently stands at 207 feet. The old world record was 195 feet, and someone broke it in the USA. We're going to try to bring that record home right here to Trinidad and Tobago with a plane built in Kelly Village, Caroni. You want to ask some more?
Now you hear that? Kelly Village, Caroni. If that world record happens, if these guys break that world record, you know the amount of bacchanal going on in Kelly Village? It's going to be fantastic. Right. We got a man here who's also working on the actual craft himself. Wallace Simon. Here, we can get a shot of the actual plane going on in the background? Yeah. Wallace Simon, you've been helping construct this craft, yeah?
Yeah.
How long has it taken you?
It take me, so far, you can say about 7 days.
7 days, yeah?
7 days.
Okay.
Yes, we still have a couple days again to go still.
So what, first time you ever built anything like this?
First time I ever built something like this.
Okay.
I like to tell you, first time.
Wait.
And I enjoying it.
You're enjoying it, yeah?
Yes, I enjoying it.
Right. So if you, obviously you've never been to a Flugtag before because you've never been to one in the Caribbean.
No.
I sense there's an excitement building up in Trinidad about this day on July the 3rd. It's gonna be a spankingly good day. Trust me.
It will be a very good day.
Yeah.
I will be there.
Yeah.
I will be there.
And as Naren said earlier, it's a fun day, but these guys are serious. They're going for the world record. They're either going for one or two things, to come first or the world record. Yep. Let me ask you something again, Naren. Now, I saw your diagram that you entered. And I saw, like, the other competitors, they had their diagram up there as well. Mm-hmm. If I must be truthful, yours did look a bit like a scribble.
Yeah.
It did look a bit like a scribble.
It was a creative sketch. That was really the initial drawing just to enter the competition, you know. But in fact, there are a couple of rules and regulations that everyone has to abide by. The combined weight of the craft, meaning the plane that we build, any sort of booster platform that we make for it to raise the height from which it could be propelled, and the pilot. So the combined weight of all of those things cannot exceed 500 pounds. The wingspan, which is how far the wings go out, can't be more than 30 feet. So we've got those stipulations. And of course, there's no real restriction on materials, except that they say we can't use anything that's environmentally hazardous. There's no restriction on the cost. But of course, you know, we're trying to keep it as low cost as possible. I mean, the whole spirit of the thing is that it's a home-built plane. So we're using regular materials that you could find in the hardware, plywood, plastic, and we managed to get some sheets of aluminum borrowed from our friends at Cariflex. And as we know, Cariflex used to also be based right here in Kelly Village. So we have some friends at Cariflex, and we managed to get some aluminum from them. So right now we've got the wings done. I think tomorrow we're going to be building the rest of the plane. But you know, to answer those types of questions regarding the design, you'll need to speak to our very own aeronautical engineer, Mr. Andre Critchlow, who will be coming up in just a few moments.
Okay, here now with Andre Critchlow, part of the Paradise Motorsports crew and the Zor's crew as well. You're involved in this. The team's called the Flying Fish Team.
Yeah. We chose the theme Flying Fish to poke fun at the Bajans, saying that, you know, the flying fish that they catch off of Tobago is really theirs. We know that Red Bull has a huge presence in Barbados as well, so it's a kind of fun theme as well. We also were inspired by the flying fish for the design of the craft. All right, it's a design by nature that works incredibly efficient. We were not able to duplicate it to precision or exactness, but what we have will fly. I am sure of that, and we're definitely going for the record.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to? So, do you want to? We've seen yourself. We've seen Naren, Wallace. Who else is actually in the team as well?
Well, right now there's a split in the team. We have the working assembly crew, and then we have what we call the BBM crew. The crew that's always been the BBMs, you know, talking about what's happening and where things are and all that. Right, we have the BBM crew, and we have the people who are actually sweating and getting stuff done. Right, and I have to say, without the talent of Kelly Village, Wallace, this no way. All I am is, I am the idea man. I have the idea. We sit down, we talk. Sometimes we quarrel, but at the end of the day, we're producing. And that is what it's supposed to be about. Right? And, well, we get in there. I personally think we're a little behind schedule. Everybody else is excited and the optimist. But I would have liked to be testing this weekend. And that is what's going to make us different from the others. We're going to have the ability to test and possibly make some changes. So it's a serious effort. We are going for the record. And I think we're going to get it.
Okay, but so you say test. Where are you going to test it?
We could tell you, but then we might have to kill you. It's an undisclosed location in Kelly.
Yeah.
So, an undisclosed location in Kelly. Right? Basically, we just have to make sure that we have things like CG, center of gravity, and all of that worked out. We also have to test the actual load on the wings with the pilot in it. We just finalized how we're going to be doing the assembly of the wings to the fuselage. All right, something that Wally and I came up with there. So yeah, it's going to be something. I know we're going to be different. I know that we're going to have a lot of presence, and we're going for the record.
Right. So I was talking to Naren earlier about the other teams' designs and sketches. Who you think from the other teams your biggest competition?
Well, one, I'll tell you, I've raced cars, boats, bikes. I don't really consider the competition. I focus on my game. Yeah, go after do the best that I can do, and let the rest catch up.
Okay. You hear that? They're going for number one.
Yeah. Don't be distracted with competition. How that stuff look, how much we done that. We are about coming here and getting it done. I mean, everybody here taking time off from work full time, coming here in the afternoon. Lovely Kelly, there's some crazy traffic coming in through the junction though, but, you know, that's what we had to do, and that's what we're doing for the fun.
Okay. So, you've seen a little bit of the team there. Hopefully,
A little bit of a team.
Of the team. Hopefully, we're going to catch them on the test flight. We might survive the killing, but we'll catch them at the test flight, and definitely we'll be down there on July the 3rd. Okay? So, hang tight. KVTV, signing out.